The Dark Souls trilogy features many castles and fortified structures. Their locations and surrounding geography are rich with clues to investigate, sometimes yielding interesting avenues of speculation. In this video, we'll explore structures of the original Dark Souls and analyze their layouts to get a better understanding of the story. To help us visualize the game's geography, I'll be referring to collision data drawn from the NoClip website. Let's dive in. Dark Souls takes place in Lordran, a castle of unfathomably large size that encompasses massive swathes of lands. It is briefly shown in the intro cutscene as the camera pans in from above. Players get a sense of Lordran's scale upon reaching the Firelink shrine, a peaceful sanctuary perched on a cliffside. These are the outer walls of the undead burg, which itself is only a tiny fraction of Lordran. In the distance, we can see overlapping rings of walls, likely containing many more districts. Below this spot lies Blight Town, an area that also conveys this grand sense of scale. The size of these structures hints at a prosperous past, a time when great lords ruled over thriving nations, long before the first flame began to fade. After 1,000 years of decline, the ruins of Lordran are now guarded by hollow undead and demons. In order to access the City of Gods that towers over Lordran, individuals must go through Sen's Fortress, a place briefly described by Andre the Blacksmith.
Sen's Fortress is an old proving grounds built by the ancient gods. It is the only route leading to the great Anor Londo. Of course, most fools can't even find their way into that fortified death trap, but they won't stop trying. Take that bumbling Saranian!
Indeed, the fortress was built as a trial of strength, a design reflected in its inner layout. Its pathways are filled with many lethal traps, including swinging blades, rolling boulders, and hidden ballistae. Additionally, the fortress is guarded by man-serpents, distant descendants of dragons. As a final challenge for those who manage to reach the top of the fortress, the gods placed an iron golem, a construct which repelled countless heroes. Behind it lies a tall gateway which has been blocked off, perhaps in an attempt to keep the undead curse out of Anor Londo. To reach it, players are instead picked up by Batwing demons who carry them up to the ramparts. Anor Londo is one of the most iconic areas in the Souls saga, and quickly became a fan favorite upon the game's release. This fortified city was once the throne of Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight and ruler of Lordran, as well as his family and loyal Silver Knights. Its name might be derived from Sindarin, one of the fictional languages created by Tolkien, roughly translating to Sun Haven. Interestingly, Anor Londo's architecture is partially inspired from real-life locations. The area's layout consists of archways and cathedrals standing high above a chasm, connected by a central elevator. The main keep is guarded by Ornstein and Smaug, a duo of ancient knights loyal to the Lord of Sunlight. Perhaps this room was a royal court, where Gwyn and his family delivered speeches to their vassals from the balcony. Two children of Gwyn still reside in the castle, awaiting the arrival of a chosen undead strong enough to link the first flame. When Gwyn and the other lords rose up against the archdragons, Seath the Scaleless betrayed his kind and contributed to their downfall. After the war, he was amply rewarded by Gwyn, who bestowed him the title of Duke and dominion over the royal archives adjacent to Anor Londo. This area sits at the highest elevation in the whole map, denoting its strategic importance as a vault of knowledge and magical relics. The narrow entrance and elevators act as choke points, making it a highly defensible structure. Under Seath's rule, the Archive Tower was eventually turned into a prison, where dreadful experiments were conducted in his search for immortality. Seath's chamber is found on the uppermost floor, isolated from the rest of the castle. New Londo was a city of humans that was once flooded to contain the Four Kings and their dark wraith army. It's located underground and partially encased behind fortifications. The city's also connected to nearby areas through elevators, as well as the main gate in the Valley of Drakes. During the earlier and more prosperous days of the Age of Fire, these paths would have enabled its inhabitants to trade with nearby settlements and nations. When its four kings fell under the Abyss's influence, New Londo became a significant threat to Gwyn's pantheon, likely due to its proximity to their domain, as well as its densely packed population. Thus, an agonizing decision was made to submerge the city underwater, ending countless lives in the process. By the time of the game, not much is left of the city, its crumbling ruins overrun with cursed ghosts and dark wraiths. Alongside Gwyn, Izalith was one of the 4 great beings who waged war against the archdragons. After victory was achieved, she and her daughters left the surface and established their own civilization, deep underground. In her attempts to create a first flame of her own, though, Izalith later manifested an uncontrollable power, which transformed her into the bed of chaos. Thus, a new life form called demons were born. Lost Izalith's architecture is inspired from a real temple located in Cambodia. The city features a circular architecture made of concentric circles leading up to the bed of Chaos's chamber. From above, we can see the massive dome covering the city, which conceals and protects it. In present days, Izalith remains a stronghold of demons, strategically positioned to guard it from intruders. There's only 2 ways to access the city, one of which is submerged in molten lava. There's also a bridge connected to an elevator, which probably was the main entrance to the city in ancient times. In Dark Souls' DLC, players are pulled back in time to the land of Oolacile, a past version of Darkroot Garden. This used to be a place of peaceful sorceries, before it fell under the corrupting influence of the Abyss, manifested by Manus, the furtive pygmy. Over time, the township and its inhabitants appear to have been twisted by the growing darkness. Buildings were tilted inwards, their foundations rendered unstable by the dark chasm that lies beneath. The Abyss can be accessed through Oolacile's Keep, a small fort located on the lower floor of the town, which might have hosted a modest garrison in the past. The largest structure in the township is the arena, where players face Artorias in combat. Here, battles of stoicism took place, which might have acted as another proving ground of the gods, like Sen's fortress. In present times, Oolacile Township isn't visible from Darkroot Garden, perhaps hinting that it collapsed underground after Manus's defeat. The kiln of the first flame is a barren area, surrounded by a circular wall. After collecting the 4 Lord souls, players can access this final region past the Lord vessel. These stairs seem to act as a metaphysical path, a wormhole through vast distances that allowed the gods easy access to the first flame. The kiln itself is a tall shrine, probably constructed during Gwyn's reign to protect the flame. It appears to be partially destroyed, hinting that the original structure was bigger. In this desolate place, a few black knights guard the hollow remains of Gwyn, the final challenge on the chosen undead's journey. Technically speaking, the kiln is located beneath Anor Londo in the game files. Its true location on the world map is, however, left up to speculation. One theory argues it might be located far below ground, the first flame's original location, shown in the intro cutscene. The fact that we can see the sky, though, as well as the mysterious stairs that lead here, hint at a faraway place on the surface, or perhaps even a pocket dimension. If you enjoy my content, remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.